Okay guys, here we go. This is Sage 14823 from the Claws clan on the NA server, better known to you and me as SanctifiedWoT. You've seen Sank in my Twitch channel if you follow me there quite a few times. You'll have also seen him, you also may have seen that I do have him as one of several people I have on auto host, so my channel's almost always having someone on there for you to watch on Twitch. Sage plays on the NA server. That's why the ping is a little bit dodgy. I do have an NA East server account, so I am slowly working my way up there. However, this is Sage's. I think I may be right in saying this. I think this is Sage's first T44 100 game. He's been grinding his bollocks off for this, pardon the language folks, but he's been grinding his bollocks off for this. I've been lucky enough to wake up early enough before work to catch his stream sometimes, and he has been really putting a shift in to get this tank, so I'm mega chuffed that he's got it. He's making the initial push down the medium flank, as you would expect from a T44 100. Medium tank, this is where they go. However, very quickly realises that he has a potato team, and they don't appear to know that there is another flank on this team. So straight away, he spun it around, he's getting the hell out of there. T49 is doing the same. There's a 54 mod 1 and a Black Prince are coming over as well, but it's a bit too late, you know, you need to get out of here. We've got an AT7 standing defence there on the railway tracks. That's probably the quickest way for that thing to get around on the back of a train. But, you know, let's see where we go. So, looking at the team push at the minute over here, they've pushed hard down the 1-2-3 line into the town area. As much as you want to upset them and say, you know, what's going on, it does actually make sense. You know, 54 mod 1 doesn't appear to be willing to join us today in the game. Both the T49 and Sage have given it a love tap and it's done nothing. So, either he's not with us, or he's not awake. M4043 shuts down the T34 in the opposition hard. A lovely shot. As you can see, they've got a couple of mediums in town there, a 216, a Super Pissin and an FP4202. Also got a Tiger 1 and a Tiger P in town as well. They've lost the tier 8 heavy, the tier 8 that was in town. You'll notice there is a couple of tier 9s on each team, by the way. The T30 for their team and a T54 for our team. The T54 for our team is in town, you know. However, more pressing issues to the south. CDC pushing up, supported by a Panther 2 and a yet to be known other tank. So Sage is looking around from the mid-ridge here with a Sturmil, looking for shots across on this CDC, seeing if he's going to get any opportunity to put his first shell in. The M4043 is kind of a little bit shocked by the team, as if to say, really? Oh, RU251, shot out, nicely led on the RU there at full shot. Shoots for the gap. Unfortunately, the shell travel time is just too long. RU was rushed in for the kill on the M12 there. He's now trying to get out. He's on 45 hit points. Comes to a shuddering halt behind the building though. Doesn't give Sage a chance to get another shot in. Got a Comet there. Shot out. Nice. Another shot in there from Sage. And he's finally spotted. Looks like he's by the Panther. Possibly the Panther's using binoculars looking at the range he's at. Maybe not. Could just be the view range of the Panther. T30 is lurking in the back there as well, so we need to be careful. And we've got the side of a Tiger 2. Nice tracking shot on the CDC there. Shot comes in and bounces off the front armour. As I said in my review of the T44 100, guys, it's not got the frontal armour of a 54 mod 1, so you might want to be a little bit more cautious. Try get a cheeky snipe shot here through the middle. Takes out the building so we can see the RU. RU gets taken down by the Black Prince though, who's fighting for his life against these tier 8s, but you know, shot into the Panther 2 there. Who knows where this guy's going, doing what he's doing. Another nice shot there. Some good base defence work here from the Sturmil and Sage here. And our arty has held his ground there in the M4043. The heavy tank push on their base has come up against the T28 HTC, and we have a Tiger 2 who has decided he wants to cap. So amazingly, our artillery is actually our scout here who is spotting this for us. T30, as you can see, has worked his way around in the flank. Shot hits the track there on the Tiger 2, and then he gets shut down by the Sturmil. We bounce another shot. Apologies for the coughs, guys. Bounce another shot there. I think it's from the CDC, but not sure. T49 is looking around for tanks. We spot the T30. T30 takes a hit from the Sturmil there. We get a tracking shot in, which gets us spotted. There is still an arty in play, guys, so we have to be careful. This is the T30 has a big gun, and Sage is waiting for it to fire so we can pull forward. Get one. Can he sneak a second one in? Sneaks a second one in. Can he get a third? T30's constantly looking over at the Super Parisian over there, so that means the pressure isn't on Sage as much. Our Super Parisian gets a good shot in. Get another good shot in. Reloads. Pops over the hill. That's the Tier 9 taken out. Take a hit in return though. Smallish caliber. CDC Panther, or maybe that Jag Panther that hasn't been spotted yet all game. Good use of the cover here from Sage, as you can see. M4043 is doing a sterling job, basically being the scout for the team. From this range, Sage is trying to snipe the cupola of the Panther 2, which he's making really good use of the Tiger 2 that's in the cap circle there. He's pulled forward so we can actually see what he's shooting at. Try to shoot the cupola of the Panther 2. Not really working out for him though, unfortunately. T44's gun is good, but you know, we're talking 400 plus meter range here. So he's changed the angle of engagement. We've got the standard AP shells loaded. That shot could have bounced, don't know. He's playing very cagey. T44 pops up to see if he can spot, which he does. Hat off to this guy in the 44-100. Lovely shot there from Sage. Shot bounces off the dead Tiger 2 wreck there. Sage has finally been spotted, but he's holding his ground, waiting for his shot. Doesn't manage to kill him, leaves him 7 hit points. Takes another hit in return. Can't afford to take many more of these, Sage, mate. Oh, the gun wafts. But he bounces the Panther 2 shot. Looking for the outline. And there we go. Slots the shell straight into the turret, it looks like. And bounces the return. And there's the Jag Panther from the opposition. Arty tries to do a clutch shot over, but unfortunately doesn't connect. Sage is spotted again, but there's a lot of cover in that cap circle. He does have a shot here on the J Panther, but that's never going to penetrate at that angle, I don't think. It was a good effort. However, we need to be careful with the ammunition on the at the minute now. Great use here of the slopes and the turret of the vehicle, as you can see. He's able to slide up and shoot back over the engine deck. Usual smack talk going on in chat as well for the NA server, by the way. I've realised it's a whole new level of it over there. Sage has got some really great shots here. Jag Panther's doing what he can do. He's trying to cap. The shot donks the ground. Those worms aren't coming back to life, as Pete would say. Oh, very low damage roll there. 189. Come on. Waits for the reload and shuts down the Jag Panther. He switched to his premium ammunition now. He's only got one normal shell of AP, and he now switches to his HE shell. Now, when I watch this back, it was kind of, why are you switching to your HE shell? I know they've only got a CDC on 5 kills and an artillery piece left, but why? Sage, if you get a chance, mate, I'd love to try and understand this, because for me, whenever I shoot HE at the CDC, it doesn't penetrate unless it's with the T49 and I go derpa derpa. As you can see, he's in chat, he's asking how much hit points has this CDC got, and you know, the only person who responds with any sort of answer is the Oni. You know, he's trying to get information from his team. The CDC is doing the right thing, he's rushing the M4043. Sage pops up, tries to get a shot, doesn't connect. Unfortunately, that's going to cost our friend in the M4043 his life. GW Panther shuts him down. Sage is a 2-hit for the CDC, where the CDC is going to take 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 hits to kill. It's going to be close, this, mate. So he's falling back to cover. He is still spotted, because the CDC is quicker by a country mile on this thing. He pops up, and now this surprises me, this. The penetrating shot doesn't surprise me, the CDC gun is great. However, watch this. 360 damage! CDC is trying to circle around him. Sage gets a good shot in there, does some tracking damage. He's driving away, trying to get hull down. Another shot for 366 damage there. I didn't realise the HE was so impressive on this tank. His shot misses there, but he bounces the CDC potato return. CDC is challenging for his top gun here and the victory for his team. Sage gets a lucky snapshot there in 47 hit points left on the CDC. Artie tries to shut him down, but luckily he's far enough away that he doesn't do any damage. Bit of oohs and a bit of ahs in the chat there from his team. So Sage is falling back now, trying to get some distance between himself and the CDC. You know, we'll see what happens. He's keeping his gun locked in that way, spots the GW Panther, but doesn't get spotted in return. Nothing more satisfying than shooting artillery with premium ammunition. The GW was trying to push forward to spot him, and he succeeded. He's looking behind him now for the shots from the CDC, but none have come in. Mounts the RU. I hate to see what that love child would look like. As you can see, his teammate congratulate him. He's played a remarkable comeback for the team. They were so busy bitching and infighting that, you know, Sage just quietly got on with this game and showed them, you know, maybe just chill out and get on with it. He's used all his normal ammunition, he's used all his HE, so unfortunately this could cost him. You know, good comments there from the team members there saying, you know, we need to let him just focus and win the game for us. The CDC is still contesting his top gun here. Sage is doing the right thing looking there, because obviously that's where he was last spotted. Time was clicking down, minute 59. Black Prince is asking some really good questions actually. He's either a very new player and try to understand or not, but yeah, who's got view range? You know, which is better, the CDC's view range or the T44-100's view range? It entirely depends how you set your tank up, to be honest with you, and your crew that's running in it. Pushing forward on the low ground. Could come down to a snapshot. This either one of them can kill the other. Popping around the corner. He's not here. Where is he? Minute 18 left. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Snapshot on the move, the CDC shoots underneath. Clutch shot to win the game there. Brilliant game. Let's have a look at these post-game results, because that was a lot of fun to watch, guys. Okay, guys, so Sage's Mastery Badge in his T44 100. This is how you rock it on the NA. As you can see, it's a Mastery. He's got Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, 130,041 credits, 3,150 XP. Just wow. Spartan, Steel Wall, and High Caliber, of course. Team score, massive carry. You know, doubled the damage of the next person on his team. 5,235 damage with 5 kills of 1,500 base experience. Huge amount of work there to get this team across the line. You know, we did have a couple of no-shows in the team. 54 first proc could have had an absolutely monster game against the opposition there, but he chose not to show up for some reason. The M12 didn't get a shot off, very unlucky. M4043, this guy did awesome work. He held his ground and he kept spotting for the opposition. Kept spotting for the Stur and for Sage there. But you can't say anything against an artillery player who does that, guys. Detail report, 43 shots fired, 30 hit, so, you know, long range shooting, you know I'm not a fan of it with a T44 100, even though I do it far too often. 24 pens, 2015 damage over 300 meters away. Because of the premium shells, unfortunately, that we had to use because we ran out of them, 83,168 credits earned. Nothing you can do about it when you burn when you hit the premium shells because you've run out of normal ones. You are going to burn them. I was really surprised with the shells on the CDC, I've got to be honest, when I first watched this, because I didn't think this gun had the punch to do that, but Sage proved with a steady eye and some good shooting, it is doable. And 1,440 block by armour. That also surprised me, but, you know, some of the shots that came in and some of the angles that Sage's tank was at, yeah, they're going to bounce. But, yeah, so... yeah, Sage, a huge thank you, mate, for sending that. And again, guys, please, you know, the guys that I'm showcasing this week, go and check them out, please. I can't tell you enough. They are brilliant players. They are great people, and they are there for you to ask the questions and learn from. Make the use of the resource that's available to you, because you won't find. I don't think you'll get better anywhere else, personally. It's quite an accolade to give to some fellow streamers. They're just great guys. They really are, and they know the stuff. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. The next couple of replays were submitted by Angus. So you're going to see Angus showcasing light tank gameplay in a one's a bit of a heartbreaker, unfortunately, but it's still worthy of putting up. I think worthy of putting up. So you got some light tank gameplay from Angus coming up in the next couple of days as well. I didn't say it on Sunday, guys, but I just want to apologise as well, by the way, for the lack of videos last week. Those of you may be aware, I did a 24-hour live stream to celebrate 500 followers on Twitch, and yeah, kind of ran out of time to do YouTube, so I'm really sorry. I've already got I've already got what I consider to be 2 great games ready for next week. But this week I want to concentrate on people who I have a lot of time and respect for. Anyway, thanks guys, I'll see you all next time.